Hey there, Big Brother fans. I have got your Power of Veto meeting spoilers. If you cannot wait until Tuesday and Thursday to find out what's happening, we have got you covered right now. So we are keeping an eye on the live feeds, and now we have an update for you about what went down at the veto meeting and who are the two final nominees on the chopping block for week 9. If you're not up to speed on what's happened since the zombie challenge and Jared left, here's what you need to know to get caught up. And definitely click subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our Big Brother updates. So the good news is we have the veto meeting results for you. And the better news is that Cameron decided against what would have been a potentially destructive backdoor plan. Remember, Cam won HOH and then he nominated Felicia and McCall with his stated target as Felicia because he thought she'd work against him in the jury house. Then Cameron won the Power of Veto Exorcist-themed competition, and that gave him even more power in week 9 of Big Brother. In fact, he had all the power, or did, up until today's veto meeting. And as soon as that veto meeting ended, Cam's HOH reign is effectively over because he cannot control the vote and he cannot vote himself. I believe there are 7 house guests voting, so there's not even a chance of a tiebreaker that would involve him. So at this point, he's on a lame duck HOH and needs to think about defending himself against what's coming for him next week. And he already started making plans in the early morning hours. So in fact, leading up to the veto meeting, Cameron got really busy calling Corey upstairs and telling him that it was Blue who came to him with a plan to blindside Corey this week. And that is true enough because Blue wants Corey gone for sending Jared out of the house. But naturally, Cameron didn't bother to tell Corey that he was also pitching that same backdoor to Matt and Jag. And of course, the only reason that Cam didn't follow through was because Matt and Jag would not align with him. They pushed back. So I'm very curious what happens next. I have little doubt that Corey is going to go downstairs and confer with Matt and Jag at some point over this evening, maybe tomorrow, but probably sooner rather than later. I wonder if Jag and Matt will drop a dime on Cameron. I'm sure we're going to know on the live feeds and we will have an update for you guys. But for right now, the Power of Veto ceremony went down early afternoon in Big Brother time. And as promised, Cameron did not backdoor Corey. In fact, he said he wouldn't use the Power of Veto and just put the medallion back into the box. So your final nominees for week 9 are Felicia and McCall. And Cameron has said that he wants Felicia out, but he's not in charge of the vote. However, it looks like McCall will do her work and campaign, and Miss Felicia could be sent home pre-jury this week at Thursday's live eviction. All right, check back for more updates soon, and we'll be sure to update you on where the house is leaning when it comes to this Thursday's live vote and eviction, and also whether Cameron is ratted out by Matt and Jag when Corey comes to them talking about the secret discussions about backdooring him. If Corey was extremely clever, he would come to Matt and Jag and say, "Hey, I heard there was some talk about backdooring me," and he won't name names. That would be clever if he did it open to see where they said it, because if he comes in and says, "Hey, I heard that Blue was talking about backdooring me," then Matt and Jag could be like, "Okay, we can just focus on Blue and we don't have to confess that we were having a debate with Cameron about it." But if he comes in with something open-ended, then the guys might actually rat out Cameron. I cannot wait to see how this all goes down. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe, definitely click a like if you enjoyed this Power of Veto update, and drop your comments on who you think will be voted out at this week's live eviction. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.